Good morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name is Ross, and as always told out of Oyster Radio. So today, it's time to look at the super shiny, very pretty, golden, call them what you will, secret rares from Alter Genesis. And a massive shout out to the lovely Primal Lugia, who runs PokeGuardian.com, for helping out getting some of the images here, by which I mean the images. So let's start off taking a look at some GX Pokemon, and where better to start than with the tag team Pokemon. So we've got Arceus and Dialga and Palkia GX. And this is a very good card. Here's what the regular version looks like. Here is the full art, which of course has different artwork. Here is the Rainbow Rare, which is just the full art but rainbow-fied. And here is the ridiculous alternate art. For the Tag Team GXs, we expect to have an alternate art and a full art and a Rainbow Rare. We messed around a bit over in Dream League with the rarities, but we're back now. And this is beautiful. The Statue of the Free, I absolutely adore it. Now, in terms of the card, I like it quite a bit. For free energy, you search your deck for free basic energy, attaching to your Pokemon in any way you like, while doing 150. Awkward attack cost, but you can get it rolling. Incidentally, I've done videos about all these cards, I'll link them in the description. In terms of the GX attack, if you attach one metal, all of your Pokemon's attacks do an extra 30 for the rest of the game. But if you attach a metal and a water, you do 30 more for the game, and you take one extra prize for every KO for the rest of the game. That's pretty legit. We're also getting Mega Lopunny and Jigglypuff, which is a beautiful little pairing of cards. The regular art is on the screen. Here is the full art, and here is the full art rainbow-fied. I like them very much, but it's all about the alternate art here. Look how beautiful that is. And as a lovely Antoine Boulet pointed out on Twitter, it's kind of interesting that such a serene artwork for a card that is basically there to wreck the dreams of your GX Pokemon. The main draw here for free colorless energy, 60 damage for each Pokemon GX and EX that your opponent has in play. Bearing in mind, you can pay this cost with just a triple acceleration energy. This is a very fun Pokemon indeed. It's not very big, it's only got 240 HP, but I do very, very much like the attacks here. And the other Tag Team GX is an Ultra Beast. It is Naganadel and Guzzlord. And on my video for this, I wrote Naganadel and Buzzwole at the top, even though I referred to it correctly throughout the entire video. Silly me. My apologies. The regular art is on the screen. Here is the full art. And here is the lovely, beautiful Rainbow Rare. And of course, we need an alternate art print here. Here is the alternate art print. Not quite as enamored with this as I am with the others, but it's still very lovely artwork. Now, in terms of what it actually does, we've got an ability here. Once during your turn, you may discard a Pokemon from your hand and heal 60 damage. We've got a fairly bog-standard Psychic Darkness colorless 180, but 180 is still good. And it's got a GX attack that turns all your prize cards face up. But if you've got at least one Psychic and one Darkness energy as well as the one colorless, you just take two prizes. Psychic, Darkness, colorless, and you just flat out take two prizes. People are going to win games with that, ladies and gentlemen. People are absolutely going to win games with that. So they're the Tag Team GXs. What about the regular GXs? Well, we got 3 of those as well. Starting off with Flygon, we can see the regular art, the full art, and the Rainbow Rare. Unfortunately, no alternate art here, ladies and gentlemen. Just a full art and a Rainbow Rare. Now, Flygon is a very good Pokemon, we just need a bit of support for Stage 2s. The ability says that if it's active, all of your Pokemon take 30 less from attacks. And the main attack here does 120 damage, but if there's a stadium in play, you discard it and do 240. It's going to add up quickly. GX attack doing 220, going through any effects, it's fine, but if you can just get the free energy on there and get this out fast enough, then you're basically rocking an ability reducing damage done to all your Pokemon while doing 240. I mean, I can't be the only one that thinks that looks pretty good. There is an Oricorio coming. Here is the full art, and here is the Rainbow Rare. Now, the Oricorio, I'll be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen, I'm slightly less enamored with this than I am with the other GXs in the set. I do like that if one of your Pokemon was knocked out during your opponent's last turn, you may draw 3 cards. That ability, incidentally, does not stack. It is 1 Tribute Dance per turn, regardless of how many Oricorio you've got in play. It's a 2-prize liability sitting on the bench. It's not particularly huge, but I do like the draw power. But far better here, ladies and gentlemen, I like the Volcarona. Volcarona is awesome. Here is the full art. Here is the Rainbow Rare. And this is a Pokemon that I can see seeing a lot of play, because the ability says that once during your turn before you attack, you may discard a fire energy and put 2 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. Yeah, it's basically like Decidueye. Now, you do have to discard a fire energy from your hand, but we got all kinds of stuff like Fire Crystal, which should essentially mean that that's not going to be a huge issue. I think this is going to be huge for people taking KOs that they don't really have any business actually taking. We even got a decent attack here, which does 160 while returning 2 energy to your hand, ready to then reattach next turn with something like Welder. I think Volcarona is going to make an impact. So those were the GXs, but we're also going to need some full art supporters. And what we actually have here is just the 4 tag team supporters from the set, all coming along as full arts. Now, the best among them, as far as I'm concerned, is Red and Blue. Red and Blue is a fairly phenomenal card that lets you search your deck for a Pokemon GX that evolves from one of your Pokemon and evolve it, but only when you would be able to evolve normally. But if you choose to discard 2 cards from your hand, you can search for 2 basic energy and attach them to that Pokemon. That is going to lead to some big and explosive turns. Now, we're also getting a full art of Mallow and Lana, and I need to give a little bit of caution here, because I've had a few people message me saying that I got the translation for this card wrong. Now, there is a wrong translation going around. I know that because people are telling me I got it wrong, but it is not from me. I have checked with Antoine. Now, what it does, it's a switch. But you may discard 2 cards from your hand and heal 120 from the Pokemon you sent to the bench, not from the new active. I mean, if nothing else, it doesn't make sense to heal the new active. The one in the active is the one taking the damage. That's the one that you need to heal. It works basically like a super-powered version of Swift Draft. Just to be clear, it heals a Pokemon that goes to the bench. It does not heal the new active. I've had a bunch of people message me telling me I got the translation wrong. Apologies, but this time, ladies and gentlemen, it wasn't me. Wherever you got that translation from, unfortunately, has made a little mistake. Although, to be clear, there is not a translator working on the Pokemon TCG that I've seen that has never made a mistake. We all do it. It's easily done. Let's all still be nice to each other. Guzma and Hala. Guzma and Hala is a lovely little full art supporter. It's a lovely little tag team supporter. It lets you search your deck for a stadium card, but if you discard 2 cards from your hand, you also grab a Pokemon tool and a special energy. I am absolutely in love with this card. This is basically the only special energy search we've got. I love the artwork with Guzma and Hala kind of punching, but frankly, ladies and gentlemen, I just think this is a really good card. And the last one of them that we're getting in terms of full art supporters is Cynthia and Caitlin. Cynthia and Caitlin lets you put a supporter card from your discard pile into your hand, but not Cynthia and Caitlin or a card you discarded with the effect of this card. But if you do discard a card, you get to draw 3. It's kind of cool. Stadium recovery, drawing 3 cards, it's fine. It does seem slightly weaker than some of the others. Put it that way. And a set of secret rares would not be complete without some secret rare trainer cards. Now, first of all here, we're actually getting Giant Hearth. Now, Giant Hearth is one of those cards we actually got in Unified Minds, so it's one of these stadiums we have to wait a little while for it. Discard a card from your hand, search your deck for 2 fire energy and put them into your hand. This sees a huge amount of play in Reshiram and Charizard decks as well as a bunch of others. This is a great card. Expect this to be an extremely sought after, expensive secret rare, and you won't be disappointed. We are also getting Tag Call. Now, Tag Call is a very nice new item card which is coming out in a set, and it allows you to search your deck for 2 tag team cards and put them into your hand. Simple as that. It's really, really good, ladies and gentlemen. It's really, really good. Yeah, this one's gonna see a lot of play. It lets you search for your tag team Pokemon as well as your tag team supporters. So expect this to see a lot of play and a lot of love. And finally, we are getting Island Challenge Amulet. This is a new item card that I expect to see a huge amount of play. Because what it does is you attach it to a Pokemon EX or GX, and it reduces their HP by 100, but it means that they give up 1 less prize when KO'd. So you attach it to something like a Jirachi, for instance, and Jirachi still stops your opponent hitting you for psychic weakness, and okay, it takes them down to a 60 HP Pokemon, but it also takes them down to a single prize Pokemon. Expect GX decks to get a lot of mileage out of it. Thank you once again to the lovely Poker Guardian for providing the images here, and those are the lovely secret rares from Altered Genesis. As always, tell me what you think of both the cards and the artwork in the comment section. I would be delighted to hear from you guys. Go nuts! Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWassy, and Twitch for some live action at twitch.tv/PTCG Radio. If you want to support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all that, head on over to patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can do exactly that. And do please make sure you're checking out youtube.com/WassyPlays, where we talk about a whole bunch of games that don't even have any Pokemon in. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time. Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.